Okay, today is the 18th of September 2025. I'm laughing because I've recorded this video quite a few times. But anyway, today is the day I'm going to start documenting me finishing my novel. I've been writing since last summer, and I've had a couple of people read it, including an agent who I know, and a couple of people that I knew and trusted, and everyone had come back with positive feedback. Life has been lifing, and I haven't touched it for about, it feels like I haven't touched it for about 6 months. And even when I got the positive feedback to keep writing, I was a bit like, you're not just saying that. So I have massive imposter syndrome around this whole thing, especially because I know there are a lot of people that I know who write, who do it beautifully. And I'm like, well, who do you think you are to suddenly decide you're going to start writing? Now, to be fair to me, this is the first fiction work that I've worked on, but I've written a couple of non-fiction business books. That's really where my passion lies. So I've written about communications for leaders, internal communications for leaders. I've written about, being a parent and how different things you can do to set your kids up for success in the future. And I've also written a book, interestingly, about what Black authors should know when navigating the commercial publishing space. And I know that because I have some experience. I'm a talent manager and I have experience of working with various different talents, going through the publishing process, and just some of the things that I've seen that people tend to miss when they're not necessarily aware of the industry. A couple of things are spurring me to do this now. One of them is the passing of a lady called Sarita Domingo. She's a fellow Sierra Leonean who passed away. It will be a week tomorrow. And whilst I never had the privilege of meeting Sarita, I was always really proud that here we had a Sierra Leonean woman who was making significant strides in publishing. And then also I saw a post from a really significant author to me, Dorothy Coomson. She's significant to me because I remember taking out one of her books from South Lambeth Library when I was maybe about 12 or 11, I think. And she was the first person who showed me that Black British women could write. I think I'd heard about Mallory Blackman, didn't really know much about her, hadn't really looked into it. But I read her work. She was writing romance fiction at the time. Absolutely loved it. And was just like, oh my God, and she's Black. I thought that you only had Black American women that did that and white people. I'd never ever heard of a Black British woman writing. So the other day, Dorothy posted that she's going to be a judge for a literary prize for unsigned talent. You have to have 10,000 words. So I've had this piece, which as we stand today is just shy of 20,000 words. And I was like, I'm going to give it a go. So I'm going through a period of evolution in terms of trying to figure out what it is that I want to do. As a talent manager, I've spent a lot of time investing in other people. And it's really made me think about actually that I want to invest in myself. And I think I'm looking for something that I can commit to that's going to be a significant milestone for me. And I think this could be it. And, just with Sarita passing, like I said, even though we never met, but I think she's, younger than me. And it was just a reminder as well of how life is very, very short. And this is something that those that know me know that I love a good book. I've worked on the peripheries of the industry. I think this is something that I want to do for myself. So this is potentially the start of my TikTok account, because I've been putting that off because I feel like I'm 41. Who does that? But this is the start of my journey, and I'm going to take you with me. So yeah, let's go, innit?